Welcome to another presentation. This one is about Unit 10, the first part of the vocabulary. Unit 10 is about counterfeiting, the globalization of deceit. Now, you may wonder, what does deceit mean? It comes from the verb to deceive, to present something as genuine while it's fake. Let's go to the presentation. Here, these words I'm going to teach you during this video lesson. Fake, you may already know that word. Trademark, patent, infringement, counterfeiting, intellectual property rights, and copyrights. Okay, you don't have to understand these words right now. What is this chapter about? This chapter is about people who try to sell real products, but actually they're fake products. So they put a fake logo on it. Maybe there are medicines that are not sold without a patent, illegally copying CDs, things like that. So, what's the difference here? Do you see the difference? Which one is fake and which one is real? And what is the difference in price, by the way? The left one is a fake one, at the right one is a real one. Which one? What is the difference in price? What do you think? And I want to start a new business in the USA. I want to sell these sandals. What do you think? I'm a great guy. My strengths are I can sell them really well. What do you think the threats would be? Can you imagine some threats? I know it looks a little bit like another brand, but I think it's different enough, you know? I can sell these. People like this logo. So what kind of problems can I get into if I want to sell these in the USA? The problem is because this brand logo looks too much like the Nike logo. And also I can call it kind, but that looks too much like Nike. So I will get into legal trouble. Nike will start a lawsuit against my company. And that will cost me a lot of money, and probably it's not a good idea. Okay, so what's the see the difference? What do you think the fake one costs? What do you think the real one costs? Alright, and now I want you to pause this video and read these texts. Have you ever bought a product that is fake or of a fake brand? Why did you buy it? Would you buy a product like that? Why? Why not? Were you happy with your purchase? Pause and think about this for a minute. Alright, now we're going to do a small quiz together. Alright, I'm gonna present you some products and you're gonna tell me if it's a real product or if it's a fake product. Here we go. This is a Louis Vuitton bag. But is it real or fake? What do you think? I give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. False. It's not a real Louis Vuitton handbag. Next one. A Hermes scarf. I don't know this brand, but I guess it's famous and expensive. But is it real or fake? What do you think? 3, 2, 1, go. This one is real. Yes. These Rolex watches. Are they real or are they fake? What do you think? 3, 2, 1, go. Fake. They're fake. They probably cost like $20, $10, and the real ones cost like $300, $500. I haven't got a clue actually. Is this a real Gucci bag? What do you think? 3, 2, 1. Yes, this is a real Gucci bag and will probably cost a lot of money. Is this the real MAC lipstick? What do you think? 3, 2, 1, go. True, this is the real MAC lipstick. Is this a real Ray-Ban? I also see these Ray-Bans on the street, like $3 or $4 for a Ray-Ban, or sometimes $2. I think that's very cheap. I think I'm going to buy one because in my country they cost like $150 or $200. Do you know what the difference is? This one is a fake one. Okay, this is true. Okay, they're talking. They're always talking so loud here. I can't believe it. Okay, here we go back. Why do people talk so loud? Tell me, please. Okay, so we go back here. Oh, they're destroying these lovely Winnie the Pooh bears. Why would they do that? I think this is in China. Why would they destroy these lovely, cute Winnie the Pooh bears? Pause and think about that for a minute. Alright. So, please read this text. Take the pause and read this text. You don't have to understand this text yet. Okay. And the point is with the globalization. Oh, no, I'm gonna ask it like this: what, there's a market for fake products. Why would people buy fake products? What are the benefits of that? Pause, please. And then also wonder, why is it increasing? Why is it getting easier to sell fake products? What are kind of factors enable people to produce fake products? And I want you to think about globalization, offshoring, and about technology. Pause, please. What kind of factors can enable counterfeiting and producing fake products? Well, first of all, technology has improved a lot over the last 30 years. It's much easier to produce your own fake products. Or start a company who does so. Even with 3D printing, it will get even easier. There's globalization. Markets are connected, exchange of data, exchange of design, so it's much easier on the internet to copy a logo or something and put that on a product. And also offshoring. I'm making my Gucci bags in India. And the company in India is producing those bags. And if I would be team leader, I say, well, I'm producing these bags. I'm gonna make an extra run, and I'm going to sell these bags by myself. That's an opportunity. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Well, you know what globalization is? The increasing exchange of people, goods, and ideas over larger distances, at increasing speeds and at increasing quantities. Yes. Globalization, very important. Alright, now, there are different ways of counterfeiting. And we're gonna do a small exercise. And I want you to, with A, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. You're gonna pause and you're gonna do this exercise, and then I'm gonna talk about the answers. Is that okay? So please pause now and do this exercise. Pause, pause, pause. Please pause. You're not pausing. Please pause. Yes, yes. Okay, thanks. Okay, number A. I hope you've done this exercise by yourself. The legal right that belongs to a person for an artistic work. That is copyright. A special right given to the inventor or of a machine or process is a patent. Number 5. A special symbol associated with particular brand, a trademark. Infringement is breaking the law. And you can have copyright infringement, trademark infringement, or patent infringement. Yes. Did I say B was patent? I don't know if I said that right. B is patent. E, all of the above. That's intellectual property rights. Yes, intellectual property rights is the right of ownership of a brand, an artistic piece of work, or an invention. The definition in the book is different. So right now, look up the definition in your book and see what the difference is. Because this is the real definition in your book. I don't like the definition much, but have a look at it, please. Okay, trying to produce fake products just as good as the real products. That is counterfeiting. That's counterfeiting, yes. And people who do that are counterfeiters. Yes. Okay, and now we're going to watch this video together. No, you can't. Wait, no, that's not possible. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to watch this video by yourself. So I'm gonna post this with the link or something, and please watch this video, and then everything will be clear. Alright. So, trademark infringement. What is trademark infringement? Companies produce certain brands. A brand is a name, but also a logo. Those trademarks are protected. You cannot just copy the logo of McDonald's. If it looks too much like the logo of McDonald's, McDonald's might sue you. And you don't want that. They're a very big company, a lot of money. They will sue you. You will lose a lot of money. Also the name. You can't. Also the names are protected. That's the right the company has. Of course, they have to register their brand. They have to register their name at an official legal office. But for instance, Lego, if you call it, the brand looks too much like that, and you make the same thing cheaper, you can't do that. It has to be different, a different name. Okay. So sometimes the real product and the fake product look a lot alike. Because of technology, it's much easier to produce these things in an easy way. Copyright infringements. Have you ever copied a CD, a DVD, copy a book or something? That's copyright infringement. Yes. The use of works with copyright without permission. Yes. Are especially related to artistic works. Then we go to oh, this is trademark protection. Yes. And of course, if somebody breaks the law, it's trademark infringement. A patent. What is a patent? Mostly patents have to do with an invention, but also with medicines. Because what do big companies do? Big pharmaceuticals. They invest a lot of money to do research for new medicines. Then they will test the medicines. After they've tested, maybe the medicine doesn't work. Maybe it's harmful for people. So then they invested a lot of money in research, they tested it, and nothing came out. Sometimes they invest money and they find a medicine that they can sell on the market. And then they will ask for a patent. It costs money. They have to go to a special office and to require a patent, and then for like 10 or 20 years, only they are able to sell that medicine. The goal is to protect the investment, because if another company would copy that medicine and sell it at a cheaper price, then it makes no sense doing all that research. Then the incentive of doing research would be lost. It's very important because, because next time, if somebody would copy it, next time the company will think, well, I'm not going to invest millions and millions of dollars because it will be copied. I don't have any incentive for that. Because there's a patent law, because there's patent protection, that's why pharmaceuticals have the incentive to invest, and in that way people will get access to new medicines and cures for diseases. Very important. Of course, you can think, oh yes, but people in Africa may not have the money to buy their medicines. But we're gonna talk about that later. Okay. So, what is copying a CD? How would you call that? Pause, please. What do you call copying a CD? I would call it copyright infringement. This one. So the right medicines is related to patent infringement. It could be. It can also be trademark infringement if you copy the name and the symbol of Disprin. I don't know if that's a brand or fake brand. I don't know. And these lovely surprise eggs, they're way too expensive. You could copy those, but it's risky. I like these surprise eggs, by the way, they're really fun. Then a short quiz. Wait. No, wait. We're gonna go here. First of all, I want you to rank these statements. These statements in the preview, I want you to rank them, and I want you to put them in the right order. So what's the worst thing to do? What's the most dishonest thing to do? The worst thing you can do, and what's not so bad? So from 1 to 10, you know? Can you do that? Please pause and do this, okay? You're not pausing. Please pause. Pause and do the exercise, please. Okay. There are no right or wrong reasons. You're ranking these statements actually, and there are not really right or wrong decisions to make. I mean, I would say showing a video to a group of people for money, that's bad, because I mean you're making money out of counterfeiting, and that's not okay. Making a digital copy of a CD or DVD, not so bad. I mean, it's copyright infringement. Lending a book, well, I think everybody does that. Photocopying pages, I think everybody does that as well. Buying a Rolex watch, fake Rolex watch, well, that's a little bit worse. Of course, the worst things would be if you make a digital copy of a CD and you will sell that to people on the one, and you will sell like 20 CDs each week. So you're really making money out of it. That is worse than making just a copy for yourself, in my point of view. I mean, you may think differently about that. There's no right or wrong here. Now, I want you to go to the CD. And I want you to listen to the audio. It's the second CD of the book, and try to find Unit 10, Listening 1. Okay? And listen to that audio. It's a short audio. If you don't have the CD, go to the end of the book and there's the text. Please read that text and have these questions already in mind, and pause and think about these questions, okay? Pause, please. Please pause and do this. Alright, well, the first speaker is clearly in favor of counterfeiting, and the second one has some critique. Of course, it offers cheaper prices, access to medicines, to products with a brand for poor people. I think all industries are affected by this. Almost all industries are affected and are losing money because of this. This is a good one. I want you to answer this question. What are the most serious consequences of counterfeiting? Pause, please. I would say loss of jobs for people who work at genuine companies. I would say quality risks. If you have some products and it doesn't work well, it might be dangerous. Um, yes, and it's for medicines, it may lead to less incentive to invest in research for new medicines, and I think that's a serious thing. Of course, genuine products have higher prices. Yes. So, tell me, which speaker do you most likely agree with of the two speakers, and why? Tell me, what do you think? Maybe, or maybe you're in between. Pause and think about that for a minute. You can also send me a mail. I would love that. Just send me a mail and okay. Alright, now we go back here and we're gonna do a quiz. Yes. So, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna do this quiz. Please press the pause button and do this quiz. Pause, please. I said pause. Please pause. Otherwise you get the answers. Doesn't make sense. Please pause. Okay. The first one. Another word for breaking the law related to intellectual property right is infringement. Infringement. You can find all those vocabulary at the end of the book. Producing a product that's the real, genuine product but looks like a lot like it is counterfeiting. And people who do that are counterfeiters. Buying a digital book is an example of copyright infringement. Using a brand name blah 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 is trademark infringement. Selling medicines illegally, patent infringement. Wait, just be careful here. Only if there's a patent for the genuine medicine. Otherwise, you're allowed to sell paracetamol. I mean, don't. There are also A brands, expensive brands, and there are B brands, cheap brands. If there's no patent, no problem. Also for shoes. If you sell sneakers of a B brand, that's just a cheaper brand, but you have your own logo, your own name, and it doesn't look too much like the Nike shoes, no problem. No problem at all. I mean, that's just a cheap brand and an expensive brand. That's not illegal, totally okay. And it's up to the consumer to make a decision then. Am I gonna choose for a brand I know, I think it's reliable, that offers quality, or I'm gonna choose for a brand that I don't know? But there's nothing illegal about that. A general name for protection of ownership is copyright. Copyright. Or copy wrong. Okay, right now, I just want you to know is pause for a moment and think about this. This is a dilemma. Africa is a poor continent. They do not have money for AIDS medicines. They ask an American company to deliver medicines with a patent for a cheaper price. What should the company do? What are the risks? Are you in favor of patent laws or against patent laws? Because there are different sides to everything, huh? Please think about this for a moment. and let me know your thoughts. You can send me a mail if you want. I don't think you will send me a mail, but you can send me a mail. I would really appreciate it. Pause, please. Pause. Okay. There are no rights and wrongs here. It's very difficult. I believe poor people should have access to medicines. And of course some uh, medicines with a patent are very expensive. And some medicines of other brands um, that do patent infringement, but they offer the same medicines for a cheaper price. That means the medicine is accessible for poor people. So that's a very difficult thing to think about. And on the other hand, it's important that pharmaceuticals invest in research, that they do efforts to find new medicines. So it's really difficult. And if the American company offers those medicines to Africa, maybe people will secretly ship them back to the USA and sell those same medicines for a cheaper price. That's a risk. So it's complicated. There are no no right or wrongs. So yes. And now we're going to do a small role play. The most important thing is for role play, use the vocabulary of in your speech. Infringement, patent infringement, copyright infringement, trademark infringement, fake, counterfeiting, things like that. Okay? Pause this and try to do this role play with a friend or something, or do it in your or out loud and be both persons at the same time. React to yourself. First you're person A, then you react to yourself. And please do this. You can also send this in a mail to me. Make it a short writing assignment. It's okay, but you have to do something with the vocabulary. Thank you very much. Oh, and pretty soon we're gonna talk about Metallica. Do you like Metallica? By the way, Enter Sandman is an example of copyright infringement in my point of view. Please check on the Google why I believe it's copyright infringement. I think they stole that song from someone, but that's just my opinion, and we're gonna talk about Metallica. And oh yes, McDonaldization, this phenomenon means that everything is looking more and more the same because of globalization. The same brands, the same shops everywhere. But this was my lesson for today. I hope it was clear, and I hope you understand why they are destroying these lovely Winnie the Pooh bears. Thank you. Bye.